Shalom, Kohalayim Lai, Allahayanabu, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Hashem, Kakwadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. And peace and salutations to the brothers doing the work in truth and sincerity. It's your brother Tawad Paryah tuning in from the Providence, Rhode Island camp. Lord willing, this lesson's edifying straight to the point. I'm not going to make this too long, and I'm not going to, Lord willing, go on and on just because, I got to go into work in a few. But it's a quick news pretty much article that has just been put out by RT News. And as you can see, as it reads, mega church leader and self-proclaimed son of God charged with sex trafficking. Okay. And the first one that just popped into my head, first precept that popped into my head actually is let me go. We go Matthew 24. In verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, I am the anointed. Okay, because that's what that word means. And shall deceive many. Right? And that's exactly what came and happened here. This man right here looks like a Moabite, had deceived many, right? Because it says he's a mega church leader. And anyone that's following him, hey, that's their lot, right? But I'm going to keep reading this I'm going to read what it says down below here. If someone calls himself the Son of God, you'd expect him to be quite well behaved. After all, he's got a pretty strict dad. And that's talking about, Yahweh, right? Because the real Son of God, being Yahweh Shai, he was well behaved. Okay, he was actually perfect. All right, a perfect representation of his father. Okay, and it keeps reading. Not so in the case of Apollo Carion Quiboloi, leader of the Philippines-based kingdom of. Okay, so he's a Philippine guy. Philippine-based kingdom of Jesus Christ Church, which claims to have around 6 million members worldwide. Quiboloi, along with several of his church administrators, has been charged by Los Angeles police with a long list of crimes, including conspiracy, sex trafficking of children, sex trafficking by force, fraud and coercion, marriage fraud, money laundering, cash smuggling, and vise fraud. According to the prosecutors, Quiboloi threatens his victims with eternal damage unless they agree to have sex with him. Possibly the worst case of "don't you know who my father is" we've ever heard. Okay, and I'm about to pull up these precepts and just go into it. All right. This is Matthew 24 and verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right. Now, that's just the case, man. This guy here, who knows how many women, how many children he's touched just by using the term, I am the Son of God, man. Just deceiving many. But as you can see, man, strongholds are being broken because this is a nation that has joint ears with Esau, Edom, to cut Israel off from being a nation. Let me see here. Where's it at? All right. All right. This is Isaiah 25 and 6. I'm actually going to just start at 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. All right. Now, this is a part of breaking that covering cast, all right? Because with this coming out, people are starting to realize that these churches are nothing but lies, all right? That these people that proclaim to be pastors or leaders of the church, they're actually the opposite of righteous, right? Because this is not the only guy, man. Along the whole world, okay, these so-called church leaders, they're being exposed, man, left and right. And they're just, what is it? They're just blind leaders of the blind. All right. This is Matthew 15:14. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. All right. And whoever continues to stick with this church facade, okay, they're gonna fall into the ditch. And that ditch, it's a nice representation for the missiles that are coming, and that's gonna destroy anybody that takes way of this system. All right, you got this guy charged with pretty much sex trafficking, marriage fraud, money laundering, cash smuggling. It's just another wicked ass Pharisee, Sadducee, man. That's just what it is, But I didn't want to make this long, all right? And actually, we could close out with one more precept. Let me see. There was a precept I had in mind. Let me see. Oh, here it is. All right. I'm just going to read here. Joel chapter 2 and verse 28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit. And just the fact that, these type of things are being exposed, okay? That's the spirit of the Lord, man. The Lord's spirit is coming out throughout the entire earth, man. And Esau, alongside with all of the allies that he's pretty much got, they're all being exposed. Okay, they're all being exposed, and their wickedness is being pushed to the forefront. And the days are winding down, man. They're winding down. And we almost there. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Al Shai Bashim Kakudash. Shalom.